CueSports International and Bad Boys Billiard Productions would like to welcome you all to the 2014 U.S. Bar Table 10-Ball Championship. Hi, everybody. We are set for the finals. We're going to crown a champion here in the next hour or two between two great players with a lot of history behind them here at this event. I'd like to take a moment here to say thanks to each and every one of you for being with us all week, and we hope you'll be with us right through the end of the week on Sunday. And also I'd like to mention all of our industry partners that have so graciously supported us: the Billiard Education Foundation, OB, AZ Billiards, Simonis Diamond, the Magic Rack, Kamui Predator, and our newest and great sponsor, Cyclop Pool Balls. So here's how it stacks up. Warren's from the one-loss side. Shane's undefeated. Warren has to win 2 sets, race to 7. If Shane wins either set, he is the champion. You just saw an incredible match between Warren and Jason Shaw, and I think every one of us is surprised how that wound up coming out at the very end there, where Jason got himself out of line at the most inopportune time, and Warren just snatched that match right away from him, 7-6. A formidable task is in front of Warren Kiamco. No one has beat Shane yet in one set. Warren will have to do it twice. He certainly is capable, and he certainly has the history behind him. Warren is a 2-time U.S. Bar Table 9-ball champion. He has an 8-ball U.S. Bar Table championships to his credit, and he's twice an all-around champion. Shane, on the other hand, is going for his 4th, yes, his 4th U.S. Bar Table 10-ball championship in the last 6 years, to go along with 2 9-ball titles and a pair of all-around titles. Shane has yet to win the 8-ball division, and Warren has yet to win the 10-ball division. So each guy is looking to add that 3rd jewel to their triple crown here at the U.S. Bar. And we couldn't have 2 better finalists. One 106 players began this event. There's 2 players left. Well, it looks like it's just business as usual here for the South Dakota kid in rack number 1, as if we would have expected anything less. And no better start than that, winning on Warren's break. Chance to go ahead and stretch it out here already. might be able to see from this camera angle, but we've mentioned it before. Shane is permanently using the extender on his Q-Tech R360 that he put on in Derby, I think for the 10-ball challenge on the 10-footer. And he's been playing with it full time ever since. And as if we didn't think the guy could get any better, he has. And he's just been playing lights out for the past 8 or 10 weeks. Not that he was too far below that in the past 8 years. But the rich get richer, it seems. So let's watch the second row. Watch the 5 and the 8 in the sides. Made one of them. 9 gets out of the way. 1 is clear in the corner. Yeah, he's going to go underneath the 5, I think, and just bounce out on the other side of the 5 ball for the deuce. Kind of like watching Picasso paint a picture here. Shane spoiled all of us with, you know, we expect him to make every ball he ever shoots every time and win every match he ever plays, and he doesn't fall too far short of that. But he's also the hardest working guy in professional pool, and nobody puts more time in on the practice tables than the South Dakota kid. And you cannot begrudge him the success that he's had, because he's earned every single one of his titles. And just like that, it's 2-0. You know, earlier, either today or yesterday, I don't really remember when it was, I told you I had a little bit of detail on how the Cyclop balls are manufactured. So I thought I'd share a little bit of that with you right now while Warren's racking them up, because we've had great success with them, and I think everybody's now well used to them and likes them. But the Hyatt manufacturing process is the process that was used to make the original Brunswick Centennial balls some 50 or 60 years ago. And that is the exact same process that is used to manufacture the Cyclop balls. They have a high phenolic resin content per each ball. The Cyclop ball, their resin content is typically around 85%, and most of the competitor balls are in the 55 to 60%. So it adds to the durability, and they're extremely uniform in weight. The tolerance is plus or minus a half of a gram ball to ball. We'll get back to that in a moment. Let's see more on break here in rack 3. Well, another gift wrap for Shane. Only thing of any consequence is the 9, and probably not so much for him. once he gets the 4 out of there, and that's really the only key to the rack here is 3 to the 4. Looks like he'll can go forward here 2 rails, or he can just draw in between the 6 and the 7 and the 5. Yeah, forward was the right way to go. And eventually he'd like to get straight in on the 7 ball or close to it, which will give him a nice transition from the 8 to the 9. But Warren, he can't break dry against this guy. Nobody can. It's almost like the guy's got ball in hand on every shot. His shape is so perfect. Well, that's 3. Anyway, just back, we'll finish up on the Cyclop balls. By the way, the factory that manufactures them is in Shanghai, China. Cyclops headquartered in Taiwan. And Diamond Billiard Products, Greg Sullivan's company, is the USA distributor for Cyclop balls. And if anybody's interested in obtaining some, you can go to the Diamond website and find information about that. But as I said, they're extremely uniform in weight. Each ball, I think, weighs in around 169.5 grams, and the tolerance, as we said, is less than a half a gram difference ball to ball. And with such a hard surface, they really don't tend to skid. I know every ball is going to skid every now and then, but it's minimized quite a bit due to the hardness of the surface on these balls. And just to finish up here on the balls, of course, we all are pretty much now used to the different color on the 6 and the 7, the lime-colored 6 and the aqua or teal-colored 7 ball. And I spoke to Adrian about that when we first met, and he told us that that was, of course, by design, and the reason for it was really to just increase the awareness of the public that these balls are different and they're new, and kind of sets them apart, at least visually, from everything else that we're used to seeing and playing with. So there you have a little bit of background information on the Cyclop balls. I hope you found it informative, and we're just thrilled to have them as one of our partners. Coming back behind the 6-7-5 here with the cue ball. He's got to get by the 7. Wow. All right, Shane's going to have a look at the 7-6 combination off from the 5, because that's about the only way he's going to be able to take care of those without going into them. And nothing really lays good to do that, other than maybe the 5. But the first order of business here is to draw this straight back for the 3. All right, so what's the kid going to do with the 4 ball? It really looks snug to get in there the way he's looking to play it up in the long corner. does appear to be, well, maybe it slides by in the other corner where the cue ball is. I'm not quite sure. And of course, he can certainly get out in the middle of the table and just play a safe. But if the ball passes, he's exactly where he wants to be. And now he's looking at that 7-6. He wanted to go a little further because he wanted to play, he wants to play the carom on the 6 ball, but he wanted to go into it a little fuller and be able to throw it and control the 5, and he was able to do that. And once again, he took what was a very difficult appearing rack and made it look relatively simple. And that's what the greats of the game do. They make it look easy. Well, they played 4 games, and you can see the 4 over there. And guess who it's next to? Warren's hardly had any opportunities at all so far. He certainly would like to at least be able to put a couple of racks together here and feel like he's got a fighting chance. I don't know that I've ever seen Shane beaten 2 sets in a final of any discipline or duration. Right now, it's hard enough to beat him 1 game. This match is for roughly $2 grand because the winner gets $4,250 and the runner-up gets $2,300. Not a bad little payday. And every time something like that happens, Shane gets closer and closer to cash in the big check. Excuse me. What happened here? Well, mark that one down because it's not often that he makes that kind of an error. He's going to put him behind the 10. He's got him off guard. I really don't think he's going to bank at this. Yeah. Wrong again, Kenny. I didn't see him call it. That's why I didn't think he was banking at it. But I should have known better. Sometimes I think the guy gets out of line on purpose just to challenge himself. Well, as much as you feel for Warren and all of that, and it's already what appears to be a foregone conclusion, Warren probably should feel a little bit fortunate he's even in the finals. Jason Shaw had him dead to rights in that last match. He had him 6-3, and then at 6-5, Jason had just the easiest four-ball tap out you could possibly imagine, and he got a little hasty on position and wound up getting funny on the 9 and lost that rack and then lost the case game. So Warren really should have finished third and picked up 1,500, and here he is. He's going to get 23 at least. And there's absolutely no shame, no embarrassment in getting beat by the best player in the country. Well, that's 2 errors in the same set. Kind of surprised. I'm not even sure where he was trying to go to get on the 3, playing the 2 that way. Because he would have needed to get behind the 4 to play it up here, or at least to play it over where the 3 is, if it even goes there. I've said this before, and I'm going to stick to it. I think Shane is the best rail-first player in the country, and I don't think there's many in the world that do it as well as he does. It doesn't mean he's going to make this, but he did. But I mean, I've seen Shane play since he came on the scene, and I truly believe that when it comes to shooting a ball rail first, no one's better. And I don't mean just a little rail first and the ball's three inches from the pocket. Shots like that, or what he's been able to do rail first when he plays one pocket, etc. No, too deep. Well, is he feeling good enough to bank it, or is he going to play the smart shot and play safe and make Warren make the mistake? Doesn't really have, well, he's got sort of a two-way shot if he wanted to bank at one rail to the lower left and then hit it with the speed where it would come down towards the 6 near the side. Is he looking to kick it in? Would you love to know what he's thinking? Yeah, 2-rail kick. That was kick safe all the way. He was not, I don't think he was trying to make that ball. I think he was trying to get it as thin as he could and get distance. Warren's got no choice here, but he's got to shoot. He's got to try to pocket the ball. Nice shot, Warren. Don't scratch, don't scratch. Oh my God. That poor guy couldn't get a roll in a bakery. And that was no routine shot either. From that distance, 5-0 down at this stage, to come with that and then get that kind of a roll. When that happens, you know it's just not your day, no matter what you do. I think everybody'd like to see Warren break and run here. No one wants to get handed a donut in a final, regardless of the caliber of your opponent and the bad luck that you've encountered. And Warren is certainly one of the great modern day players. But Shane is in a class by himself. Excuse me. Give him a ball, give him something. Well, is he feeling good enough to carom the 3 or slice the 1? The 3's kind of a big ball, so I would expect him to play it. I think he's going to play the combination because he can control the 1 a lot better. I think the 8's got half the pocket blocked. He can play the 2 down the long corner. That's what he's looking at. He also could try to bump the 2 into a more favorable position. No, he's going to play it for the corner. What a great touch this man has. I don't know that we could have expected this. I think we all felt Shane was a substantial favorite here, but 27 minutes and 7-0. I don't really think we would have thought that was how it was going to go. But at least for Warren, it's quick and painless, and he's done it for the 4th time. In 6 years, Shane Van Boening is the U.S. bar table 10-ball champion. He has won in 08, in 10, in 12, and in 14. Congratulations to Shane. He's $4,250 richer. Congratulations to Warren on his 2nd place finish. And once again, our thanks and appreciation to all of you out there. And okay, they're going to go out. Justin's going to go out there and talk to Shane, get some pictures and all that kind of stuff. There's no trophy. You get a plaque, and you get your name engraved on the master plaque, and you get a nice little check and all of that. But that's only the first leg of a potential 5 here for the South Dakota kid. He wants it all. He wants 9-ball, he wants 8-ball, he wants all around, and he wants the one pocket. And there's only one guy that can do that right now, and that's him. So on behalf of everybody here at TAR, let me just check with Justin and see if this is going to conclude us for the day or we're going to have anything more for you. I kind of think we're done, because I don't believe they're going to do any 9-ball down here. I think they've got some one pockets matches that they've got to get going. But in the meantime, I'm going to just temporarily sign off here, and if we have anything coming up for you, we'll sure let you know. We're going to keep the cameras on here if we get some photos